Pretty good. How's it going?
Good. I slept in the alley last night, and now I'm doing laundry. That's my 4th load of laundry.
Where?
It's a secret spot where I jump over the fence. And last night I had to put wood on top of my temple because the winds were so strong that my temple almost blew away. It was so invigorating and amazing and magical. See, look.
Is that why you moved here, because of the wind? Or because of the cleanup?
I moved here because they did cleanup last night, and between 2 and 4. And on Friday they said, we can't always give you special treatment, Daisy. So I figure I'd keep a low profile and move.
Were you there before they got to here?
I moved before the sun went down.
So the cops came and talked to you then?
No, I moved last.
I see.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they're gonna come Wednesday though, and if you want to come Wednesday, I'll be out there on the beach. But last night I didn't want to deal with it because I got too much stuff right now.
Plus it was probably too windy for it out there anyway, right?
Yeah, it's too windy, I think. So I'm doing laundry today. I felt like kind of sad that I was sleeping with my silk pillows and fluffy blankets, and it was like a tornado 5 feet away from my bed, and it was so magical. I knew I was safe in my temple, and no one in these homes gets to know what that's like, to be close to Mother Nature.
But it wasn't blowing your tent away?
No. I kept waking up and everything was shaking. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
Starting to get cold out here.
It is.
But a lot of people come and see me, and they know who I am, so they're always giving me stuff. So I'm always giving people stuff that other people are giving me, and people are always coming to me with opportunities. Like, a bunch of people want to help me monetize my channel and blow up my channel, and there's this girl, Gabriella, who has like 20 million followers, who wants to live stream with me, and there's all these people who want to collaborate. So I'm just like letting it happen, and I'm getting more and more comfortable living outside. I think when they give me housing, I'm still gonna stay at the beach. Like when I had a place with Prince and I was still at the beach when he moved out and I was there alone. So I'll probably just like make my temple really cool and eventually create like a tiny home like I had before.
Morning.
Hey, Yoshi.
Sylvie.
Yeah, Yoshi and I camped together. Yoshi and I are gonna start doing voiceover acting and stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna start making some videos together.
Oh, nice.
Do a voice one.
It's about to get weird, Morty. I don't know about this, Ricky.
All right, I'll do Sergeant McAdams. Daisy, boundaries. Boundaries. No touching, Daisy.
McAdams. Yeah. Well, it's very windy, but they told me I have like 10 minutes.
They told you?
You said you have 10 minutes?
Or sanitation and yada yada.
They came by sanitation, told you got 10 minutes?
Oh, we gotta
Okay.
do stuff then.
Told you it was about to get weird, Morty.
It's about to get weird.
looking for voluntary trash today.
Good morning. Good morning.
Do I take one of the pictures? I guess I'm gonna have to. I guess Mr. King has to.
Oh, you were not going to come. Continue, or do you want to take over? What's up, Bobby? You have anything? No, just all volunteer today. So if you have a little bit of something, we can wait for you, and then, whenever you're ready. You can just go ahead and put it on the side. We'll bring out a little trash can for you.
Is all this trash here or no? No? Yeah, we're just asking voluntary trash. We're not taking you out of your spot or anything of that nature, okay?
Coming out?
Hey guys.
You have anything to throw away today or no?
No.
Okay.
How you guys doing?
Good, yourself?
Good. Can we use some of these trucks to go the river?
That's kind of tough, man. They don't float.
We need a watering hole. We need biodiversified food forests.
You gonna get to work or what?
I'm looking to get to work for universal needs to be
Biggest
thrive.
watering hole is right there.
No, that's the ocean and we keep dumping our sewage in there. We don't want that anymore. We want to become self-governing and
How you
not look
doing?
outside
Pretty windy
of
out here
ourselves
today, huh?
Yeah.
but look inside of ourselves.
I saw you at the library last time, right?
Situations and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
motivations.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna
Love
be
God,
doing next.
Oh, okay. You got a light crew today.
Yeah, it's
Not
just care
domination.
operations. We're not
Not
doing
like-
What is it? Care Plus or Care?
Care Plus is the major one.
Oh, I see. And this is just Care.
And then that's Care.
Thank you guys.
Watch out behind you.
Oh, thanks.
Watch out behind you. You got a vehicle.
You gonna be able to get out?
I have too much stuff right now.
What are you gonna do now?
I have to downsize. I have like way too many extra blankets because I'm always like giving people blankets to sleep in, but now everyone's gone, so I don't need all these blankets.
Are you gonna try to get it down to 60 gallons?
No. See, the thing is I have to give away my blankets if someone's cold, so I keep extra blankets. Most of this container is blankets, and this whole thing is blankets and pillows. That whole thing is blankets and pillows. So I definitely have to downsize, because if you have too much stuff, the city will all of a sudden be like, oh, I didn't care. Grab that in. Thank you. So I'm gonna move to the boardwalk today.
You're not going to your regular spot.
Well, maybe. I should go to the grass, huh? Because then I can stay there tonight.
You can't stay here tonight?
See, I was gonna switch my spot because there's people in that spot who I don't want to hang out with right now.
Like Morgan?
Yeah, how'd you know? Where was she yesterday? Did you
Oh,
see her?
no, I didn't see her.
Yeah, she's like driving me nuts, keeping me up all night. So
But can't you stay on the boardwalk all night like the beach?
I don't think so. I think they like come and mess with you if you're doing that. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and do stuff. That was nice camping with you, Yoshi. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go back to my spot. It's actually really good being out here because, like, you know how people think that homeless people are gross? People always come in my temple and they love going in my temple. My temple's gonna blow away. I'm gonna tie it to this. So yesterday there was a spider right here, and now he's not there. But I was thinking like that spider knows what it's like to make a home. And then I saw this person here. See that little pipe right here? It's just like one tiny little pipe,
Yeah.
and they made a whole house out of it. Look. You know how like creatures will take one branch and make a whole cocoon or nest? I don't understand the stigmatism with homelessness. It's like, I think it's kind of cool to make your own house. Definitely better for the planet.
Are you making trips back and forth to your spot over there by the
It'll
skate
take
park?
2 trips. That means I got way too much stuff.
This is your second trip?
Yeah. So since I got too much stuff, that means now I got to keep a low profile. Because the city's going to look at my stuff and then they'll say, you can't have that much and we'll take it. And they don't care if I'm trying to like do outreach and have blankets for people or have extra clothes for people. Like they don't care about any of that. And that would be kind of cool though. Like I'm starting to get recognition. You know, like they know city workers know like I'm kind of one of them trying to help out.
All right.
I sleep on really fluffy blankets and silk pillowcases. Here we go.
Morning.
How are you?
Good. How about you?
Good, thanks.
Goddess, I love the hat you got me. This is what's keeping my temple from blowing away.
Were you cold last night?
I was so warm. I usually like get hot at night, so I just don't make blankets and pillows.
Did you have any guests?
No, just Yoshi. I was hiding from Morgan. Morgan, like, she doesn't understand, like, go away when I need space. Poor thing.
Hey Yoshi, this is the art that you make?
Yeah, a lot.
All this stuff here?
Not all of it. This one here.
Oh, I see. That's what you pretty much sell out here is your art.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
I like the colors.
Thank you.
Lakers. Cool. Will you share with other artists?
Yeah. Other artists and vendors.
What about the guitar and the keyboard?
Yeah. Play guitar.
You play guitar? Oh, I've never seen you playing.
I have a trick now where I tell them about putting a bobby pin on the bottom of the strings. Yeah, I grew up as a piano prodigy.
You were a piano prodigy? I didn't know that. Nice. What does that bobby pin do?
It sends the vibrations along to the other strings, so I only had to play on 2 strings.
Oh, okay.
Like if I played that without the bobby pin.
Oh, I see. Like reverb. Do you play the piano on the boardwalk?
No. I need to find a
plug
and all that. For
and a
that.
generator?
Yeah.
Unless you were like Nathan, when you have a real piano, you can play out here.
Yeah,
Just
no,
roll out of here and back and
that
forth,
would be nice.
and just roll it back and forth here like he does.
I would, yeah.
Since you're a prodigy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
They can see all my stuff on YouTube.
What's the channel?
Yoseph Shepherd, YOSEPHSHEPHERD.
Okay, I'm gonna
Right
put them.
there on YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Awesome.
Thank you, Fabian.
Okay.
First bong rip of the day.
It's difficult to be both a musician and an artist, and then try to make it work.
I would think you could make more money as a musician performing out there.
Maybe, yeah. On the
You know,
daily,
it might
for
be
sure.
easy. It might be easier too.
Yeah. But I still love doing my art.
Right. Have you seen those pianos that you blow like this? It's like
They're melodicas.
a malaca. How about
I
those?
love melodicas.
Yeah?
Yeah. I had one a while back.
Yeah, those are cool.
Melodicas.
I'll keep my eyes open for one.
This keyboard though.
Yeah.
Freaking heavy.
Did you know Yoshi was a piano prodigy, like your father? I know your violin.
My dad's a violinist.
Violin, but still a prodigy.
He listened to my dad last night, and I could tell it was my dad because it's like.
Eugene Fodor.
Yeah.
It's like his own style. It's like. I was
Yeah.
like, dang, he's a lot like me.
Yeah,
Wow.
played Tchaikovsky and Panini.
So you started when you were young? Like,
Yeah, about 11.
uh-huh. And reading music too?
No.
Just all the ear, huh?
Just being a conduit.
Uh-huh. That's cool. I'd love to see you play.
Yoshi's a really good pianist.
Wow. Now how come
Yoshi's piano last night also, right, Yoshi?
oh
A
you
little bit.
oh you played?
I have myself on YouTube. So
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look that up.
Yoshi and I miss hanging out with each other, but Don is mad.
He's still
I
ma-
don't even know why he's mad. Oh yeah, he's mad because I told him not to bully.
Hey, how come you go like from there, from your spot to here and then back? Do they bother you there? Why don't you just stay there all night?
Oh, we're not allowed to stay on the boardwalk.
But what about here? Are they allowed to stay here? I think you gotta be on that side of Speedway.
Technically, but there's no way I could be able to cart it.
But they don't bother you there, but they would there?
Yeah.
I see.
Definitely.
Okay, so every day is back and forth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, at what time will they come and bother you there?
They're, well, at sunset.
Oh, okay.
We have to start packing up over there by sunset.
Oh, I see. Otherwise, the police will come and talk to you. Got you. Okay. Thanks, Yoshi.
You want to go with me to San Fabian? Wee! Wee! I And all I do is look inside to intrinsic motivations of what I want to do. And I love that my home is way cleaner than any of the yuppies' homes because I am always moving. And energy's always circulating and dust is gone because I'm gone.
What about your tiny homes?
I'm gonna build one.
Last Friday they threw one away on Rose in parking lot. There was a pretty good little one with wheels.
It had wheels also?
Yeah, it was kind of like the ones you used to build.
Cool. I wonder where they came
He wasn't around. It was kind of like up against it.
from. Really? Yeah, they plan it like that. They try to go when you're not there. Because they want to throw your stuff away. So they want to like get you. So remember when I used to say, like instead of a gotcha, do a help ya? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Instead of like getting us, being like, oh, we're gonna get them. They should come and meet me. And that would be really fun. So, like 50 people, come Wednesday night, okay, Fabian? Between 2 and 4 in the morning, there's gonna be like 50 people. So last time they came, it was so sweet. They were like, go get your rest, Daisy, it's okay. Go back to bed, we love you. One of the goddesses was there, older Hispanic lady with the long hair. Gave her a hug. Melted, told everyone I loved them, went to bed. And then Friday you saw what they did to me. But that's what they did Wednesday. So this Wednesday, I'm gonna stay on the beach again. And we'll see if they move me. I'm gonna have to have some of my stuff already moved because when they see how much stuff I have, they're gonna make me choose. Doesn't that suck? They're gonna make me choose. I gotta come back. I just can't make it very sturdy. I'm gonna have to try it again. It's so windy. Like it may not look that windy, but it is. Ah. So this is the best day ever to fly aerial ribbons. Do you want to fly aerial ribbons with me, Super Squad? Say yes. Do you even know what that is? If you had a neural pathway for flying aerial ribbons, you would want to do it. If you don't have a neural pathway yet for flying aerial ribbons, you'll probably be like, oh, that sounds hard. Doesn't sound that fun. Yeah, because then you got to learn something new. But once you learn it, it's fun.
Superhero!
Yay!
We love you!
I love you, superhero. I was quiet as a mouse last night.
Yes, that's wonderful. Hi, she is a
That's right.
superhero, and she makes all of us feel a lot better. We miss her when we don't hear her voice. We really do.
I love you.
Love you too.
I'm glad that you received my love, because that's really what I'm here to do. Air hug. Woo! Woo! Super Squad! Yeah! Thank you, superhero. I love him. He's there every Monday night, but not any other night. And there's other friends up there who've been like, Daisy, please spare this block. Like, clear speech everywhere, but not here. So I did that for them. You know, like I could do everything I want, and if someone's like, Daisy, this would really be awesome, I could be like, I'm gonna do that. I want to contribute to your thriving. Bye.
web designer and stuff.
Who is that again?
Julius Kelly.
You worked for him?
I was working for him in 2007, and the guy is R. Kelly's cousin.
Did you meet him?
R. Kelly,
Yeah.
no, no. But Julius Kelly's he's a genius, like a programming math genius.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he helped me to get better at my own like programming.
Oh, okay.
Because I had to learn some things to improve security
On your website?
for websites and stuff.
Okay. You also have a website too besides the YouTube? Okay. Awesome.
Take a close up.
All right. Yoshi. Hey, Yoshi.
Hey, Fabian.
What are you working on?
Oh,
Hey.
try out this bobby pin trick.
Oh, yeah. You were
Put
showing
on
me that
bottom
earlier.
strings.
Let's see what it sounds like. Sounds good.
You guys were recording. You are recording.
Yeah, but you can come in.
Oh no, I'm just gonna try to throw my bag back here.
Oh, okay.
See, the
That
thing
sounds
with the
pretty
bobby
good.
pin is doing is making it sound more like a voice with it.
This reverb, huh?
Yeah, the reverb, and then if I only play like on the two strings. Oh, sorry, I have it tuned different at the moment. So
Nice.
what they should be able to hear is the different microtones coming off the strings. The bobby pin is making that happen.
Yeah, you could hear it. And what do you got over here?
And this is a mannequin I've been drawing on.
Been painting on her?
Yeah.
Nice. And over here's your keyboard.
Hey, that's some nice like weighted keys.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. What kind of batteries does that take?
It is plug-in only.
Oh, you could plug it in? So you need a...
Wish you could take batteries.
That'll make it easier, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Her dad is not just skinny. She is.
Nice.
Thank you. Doing like a
What's
swirl.
up there, Don?
Hey, what's up?
What's a good word?
important that time is not real because right now you could call somebody anywhere else in the world and it'll be different times. Even in America, there's different time zones.
That's right.
So in reality, I could call somebody anywhere else in the world at it'll be a different time for them. But by calling them, we make our own moments. So in reality, moments come first, and we try to measure moments with time. So time is secondary to the moments.
The eternal moment.
Well, the moments is that we're in control of making those moments special or angry or optimistic or pessimistic or whatever. We are the creators of the moment, and sometimes people surrender the specialness of the moment because they're living in time. And so then they're miserable going to work and accumulating resources but not getting fulfillment because their energy is being used on the time.
And worrying about the future.
Worrying about the past, the trauma of the past, and the like you said, the worries of the future, and not settling into the moment, which is at the end of the day what we have, because tomorrow never comes.
That's right.
So yeah, and that's important for people to realize that at the end of the day, whatever trauma they went through shouldn't define the rest of their lives, and people are letting their previous trauma anchor them to that trauma forever, and that's the tragedy of the situation, because it's one thing to be traumatized and it's another to let that trauma destroy the potentiality of every other moment that's going to come. And I guess the challenge is, can we break free from those traumas in order to grow? Because at the end of the day, that's another thing that's based on, geography, what's right or wrong. So at the end of the day, the whole world, if we just all focus on growth, by default, it's right. Because growth worthiness is open to everybody. And it's in nature, so that's the best path to work with our energy, and a growth-worthy energy, which would be the old way of competition of win-lose is out, and the new way of collaboration and win-win is opening up.
Yes.
And so, yeah, with technology, we have an ability to really transform our economy, because with COVID, we went through the issue of distribution systems being far-flung and not being able to fulfill the emergency orders. And so now it's not only incumbent for our economy and our own growth economically, but also for our safety to manufacture locally. And with 3D printing coming online, now we could create local manufacturing across the nation, like libraries, instead of focusing on books, but also focusing on 3D printing, position those youth to learn about 3D printing, and then creating collaboration with the universities, we could establish local manufacturing and revitalize every nook and cranny of America, because everybody has access to electricity, and the 3D printing, like I said, is coming online.
Repurpose the libraries now.
Yeah.
Because it kind of...
Make them 2.0.
Right, because now everything you get online, right? And we got these big buildings.
Yeah, that's still our resource.
Right.
And it's already located in most of our communities, and it's supposed to be for resources and information.
Yeah.
So what better way than to incorporate 3D printing and AI and the quantum mechanics all together in order to revitalize local manufacturing. And now with the internet, it creates a worldwide distribution system. So it's almost all working out to the point where, the few trillionaire corporations that exist today would no longer exist, because all those resources would be divided into the different parts of the world that focuses on local manufacturing.
Right.
So we could have millions of millionaires instead of one trillionaire.
Yeah, that'll be good. Oh, that wind's picking up, huh?
There is.
So yeah, we have the ability to change everything if we work together in collaboration and unity.
Right.
And anybody that comes to the table with division and hate is automatically disqualified to move forward, and their word has no value or no weight.
Yeah.
on the scales of how do we improve and how do we move forward as a world.
A shift we need.
Well, we're entering the shift with revelation and transparency.
And do you notice anything different now since our election? Any change of energy or?
I see the people more optimistic actually,
Yeah.
and it seems like there's a few sour apples, but for the most part, everybody's looking at the future more brighter. It seems that everybody's relieved that a businessman's going to be running our nation instead of a political figure,
Right.
a political hack. At the end of the day, he has a resume of proving that he's a businessman. And he's coming from the business world, entering politics, so obviously none of them want him because he's entering their domain.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the political welfare has to stop and the corporate welfare has to stop. Because like Bill Clinton said, we have to end welfare as we know it. Not just for the people, but for the corporations who are taking a lot more.
Right. Right. And the tax system too.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, the foundation of this nation is no taxation without representation. And it seems to be the whole nation doesn't feel represented. That's why one side is angry no matter which side wins, because at the end of the day, we're all in the same boat and we're all going through the same situation. We're just arguing about the solution.
I see.
We all recognize there's a problem. We all recognize there's an emergency situation going on in this nation, but we're just arguing about the solutions and arguing about the culprits of who's causing it.
Yes.
And so at the end of the day, we have to create a roundtable in order to collaborate and figure out, using AI, using technology, also who's responsible for the corruption. And the corruption is visually manifest with money, because at the end of the day, that's what they're at the end of the day, all corruption that we've known has led to, some people, doing it for money or power. And money is power, so at the end of the day, it is money. And so if we want to see the accumulation of corruption, look at the accumulation of money like Nancy Pelosi. It's statistically and mathematically impossible for her to accumulate a huge fortune like she has done, working as a political figure, a career politician, she messed up because we could clearly see how much she makes a year. So we could clearly see that she's flushed with money and she's flushed with resources, but yet, like I said, it's mathematically and statistically impossible. So it's obviously she's full of corruption because the money's falling into her bank account. So we could use AI for a great audit and figure out whose children on what boards, and go to one meeting a year and get chunks of money for doing nothing, pretty much like Hunter Biden. So in other words, the corruption doesn't necessarily have to go directly to the politician. It goes to their family, their friends, or they get a future job. And so with the AI, we could do this audit and figure out, you voted on this company getting all these perks and resources from the government, but then at the end of the day, we realized you ended up transferring and working for them.
Like a conflict of interest.
That's a huge conflict of interest.
Have you been using AI like ChatGPT?
I've been analyzing and researching it, but not actually using it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How about you, Josie? What do you think is the biggest problems here in Venice?
Venice?
Yeah.
Probably just having proper translators for vendors with all the people visiting America.
Oh, a lot of tourists?
There's a lot of tourists that don't speak English.
Oh.
And, we don't usually have translators on spot to switch to like German or Korean or Japanese.
What about the phone? It kind of could do it, I think.
Yeah, like we might be able to use AI to be a step in between maybe.
Yeah, I think they have all kinds of apps now that make it easier to translate.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So you've been seeing a lot of tourists?
Yeah, there was a Japanese couple that I said konnichiwa to. They had a whole sentence or a whole conversation in front of me, then said konbanwa and walked off. Because I wasn't able to tell them what the prices were in Japanese.
Oh, I see.
And stuff.
You don't speak Japanese?
No, I was just saying hello in Japanese.
Okay. Good, good. How about you, Don? What do you think was the biggest problem here in Venice?
The lack of resources for those who want to be creative, and it's almost as if the government wants to take from the people, but at the same time expect them to float. and there's people at this point that are trying to float but can't even float. So putting the extra government weight on top of them, asking for resources and asking for taxation for whatever situation on people that are not even floating is ridiculous. So we're going through an emergency situation where Venice Beach is ending up a hub of homeless people across the nation that are being kicked out their communities and have nowhere else to go or are coming here. And it's a shame because they're being taxed even when they're homeless. They're still being taxed. But each year we're building more and more properties, more and more housing. So that's another mathematical, statistical situation where it's impossible for people to be going homeless and the middle class to be dismantled within our watch without it being corruption. Because for generations the middle class was growing and growing and growing. More and more people from poverty were supposed to enter the middle class, and that was the goal worldwide. And then all of a sudden the middle class is falling apart. Each year we've been building more properties and more. It doesn't make sense. We have more buildings, but you have more homeless. The more we build, the more homeless. That's corruption, obvious corruption. And I'll give you an example. BlackRock, never owning a portfolio of rental properties, now after the 2008-2009 housing manipulation collapse, where they collapsed the prices so they could come in first to buy the for sale homes, and then they create a whole portfolio of tens of thousands of properties to make America's people renters instead of owners. Doing Mickey Mouse things like doing adjustable rate interest on people that thought they had a fixed rate interest. So now the government is not helping these people, that the banks are demanding double what they used to pay. Because now they're saying, look at the fine print, it was adjustable, and now we're adjusting it and we're doubling what you are going to pay us for the mortgage.
Yeah, that was a big issue we had.
Well, it depleted people's savings until the point where they couldn't pay no more, and then because the property was undervalued, they lost whatever. See, the shenanigan of the situation is whatever you put in, if the property value collapses, you're the first one to lose your value. So if you put $100,000 deposit on a $200,000 home and you own 50%, but these people are playing with the market and now it's only worth $100,000, they say you own zero and you still owe the bank 100% of the property. And then if you happen to pay it all completely, the government's going to be there forever taxing you on the home. Even if you go into retirement and you're elderly and sickly, the government's going to still want you to pay. So there's never no security in our homes. You can never retire and say, this is mine, and nobody can take it away, because the government forever is going to be demanding money. So at the end of the day, we're paying rent to the government to be able to live in a property that was supposed to be ours in the first place. And that's another reason people are going homeless, because they're being taxed at the current market value of the property versus of what they paid for it from the very beginning. So if they paid $100,000, but because of these people in positions of power are manipulating the market, and now it's worth $1 million, the government wants to say that people have to pay taxes on $1 million home that they didn't pay $1 million on.
Who could afford that?
There's manipulations that how is it the ghetto now has $1 million homes? When I was growing up, there was no $1 million home in South Central LA and Compton. And now there is all of a sudden. Not because they got better, but because the value is inflating.
Inflation on everything, even the food.
Yeah.
You notice the inflation in the food in the market, right?
The butter, $7.
The eggs too. The eggs are like $5 for a,
Yeah.
I remember when they were 99 cents.
Yeah.
Well, so you have art here too?
Art, yeah. But I'm more focused on other stuff. I like helping people, counseling people, and listening to what they're going through and figuring out how to overcome what they're going through.
Oh, that's good. Nice.
So I'm like happy to see people fly. Like I'm not in a competitive spirit. I don't have to fly. I'm happy to see people soar and thrive.
So you help people with that?
If I can,
In
if
person?
they're willing to listen, I'm willing to help with everything I know.
Nice.
Sharpen them, guide them to blast off.
All right. All right. Well, good talking to you, Don.
Thank you.
Yoshi.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Peace. Nice.
That was nice.
That was good.